Should we look around?
Someone's cut their way through these Hakkon warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakkon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakkon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
This is bad.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Very well. Go.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I serve your cause. I swear to it.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. Entrapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her.
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell lowlanders. But you must hear it. The Jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the lowlands.
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans?
Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skalds say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
You said that the Jaws of Hakkon first tried binding their god in mortal form hundreds of years ago.
What of it?
In our search for Inquisitor Emeridon, we learned that he came here to fight a great dragon 800 years ago. A dragon that came from the mountains with Avar warriors to attack the lowlands.
Your last Inquisitor must have fought well to stop Hakkon himself.
You're not bothered by the idea that our Inquisitor killed your god?
He didn't kill him. That would have been easier. Whatever fight your Inquisitor finished, the Jaws of Hakkon started. I find no fault with a warrior defending his people.
Do the Avar gods take mortal form on a regular basis?
No, the gods belong in the land of dreams. Whether it is their wish or some augurs that brings them here, battle tears will be shed. The skalds say the Lady of the Skies took mortal form when Tyrda Brightaxe first led the Avar to the mountains. They say many things about Brightaxe and the Lady.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old lowland fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the Lady never finds them.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I would like to talk about Storvaker, your hold beast.
What would you know?
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
Then it is good you rescued Storvaker. You are now a friend in her eyes. Perhaps she will speak well of you to other bears. You may find friends among the beasts. Or perhaps not. Bears do not always listen.
I will speak with you later.
Walk with the Lady's blessing.
So, she arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the woman who blazes like fire and mends the air.
Hello.
They're not harmful, I don't think.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. It is done. Now come, be welcome. I'd hear news of the north.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an Augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldstotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Oh, perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's possessed, and you do nothing.
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods, till they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, and she's taken to exile.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the hold clamored to see you. I obeyed, for I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. I see you've already killed one. A thing of envy that grasped for your crown. What are these whispers clinging to you? Less and more than spirits. They sing old hurts.
You can hear the Well of Sorrows.
An echo's echo. I've seen the last whispers of aged elf song in the Fade. What you carry is older.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume Augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the same. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
You let spirits possess your mages on purpose.
What better teacher than one woven from magic? The spirits in the hold have helped us in this way for hundreds of years. Once a mage masters their powers, their teacher departs, duty ended. Unless the mage is weak.
What happens to these weak mages?
Their teachers stay with them, and the other gods watch them both, so neither... One day, they do not wake in their bed. It is very sad. It is what must be done.
I should be off.
Farewell. Be welcome.
I found all the Veilfire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the Skalds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakkon's followers want him alive as he was. They will not let him die and return as he should. The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakkon's deed from other gods.
They have powerful magic. Why are the Jaws of Hakkon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakkon turn their backs on all other gods that ever helped their hold. It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
I should be off.
Farewell.
New thatching is good. Fine work. New thatching is good. Fine work.
August said that mage Sigrid tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. Scorch marks, left by magic.
I think it's excess energy from stopping a spell mid-cast.
Maybe Sigrid never completed this ritual. The grass is trampled down here. A fight? No. I see hoofprints. Just an animal going by. A skinned bird and a bundle of incense. If these were offerings for a ritual, why haven't they been used? A vial of lyric.
If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of energy to banish a spirit.
Then why is the vial still full?
Inquisitor.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
He's not dead, technically. He's actually possessed and taking revenge on the Hakkonites.
I was not expecting that answer. I need some time. But he's as good as dead, isn't he? Maker. I'll miss him. Boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
I should go.
Safe travels.
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay. What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I may be a stranger, but you're obviously not telling the truth.
Then the Hold will find out, whether I wish it or not. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the Hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down.
It loves you too. It will stay if you want it.
I know. But I was oath-sworn to release it when the time came. I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
The abomination thing didn't work out so well for Kirkwall.
It's good to have a home where you can feel yourself.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath-breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
suspect you have suffered some form of injury as a child.
You and yours are the broken ones.
Because I have been trained not to be afraid.
Being scared of things that are scary is normal. Your training is the weird thing. Ask anyone who's not one to move. It's like you're scabbed over or something. Wonder what else you don't feel.
I feel everything in the proper measure.
Right, because you're normal. Just ask you.